Our Public Matters partner, inewsource, has a new program to encourage civic engagement across the county. It's called San Diego Documenters, and it trains and pays community members to attend public meetings and create a record of what happens. From there, journalists write news stories. And here with us to talk more about the program is Documenters Program Coordinator Isaac Brambila and inewsource Managing Editor Jamie Self. Welcome. Isaac, I'm going to start with you. So tell us, what is Documenters?
Well, I think you explained it well, but to add a little to that, what we do is we're trying to engage people who are interested in helping their communities better understand the different decisions that are being made at the local government level. These are people who are often already kind of civically curious or interested, but they are trying to find a way in, and that's kind of where we come in. Our program is actually part of a national network. There are 19 communities throughout the country who are doing something similar. And we're currently the only active network in California, and we're the first network in Southern California. What we do is we partner with local libraries, with schools, and other community organizations to bring trainings to people throughout the county. We are also the first program in the nation to offer our trainings in Spanish.
Well, that's really exciting. And as you mentioned, this is part of a national network. So Jamie, tell us, why was it brought to San Diego?
Sure. Thanks for the question. We're looking around at what's happening in local news, and we see an incredible decline. I mean, this has been the news story about news for years and years. And so we noticed the Documenters program. Our CEO found out about it and thought, maybe this would be something good to bring to San Diego. There certainly is a need for it, and there's a need for community-powered journalism, and that's why we brought Documenters. If you think about it, there are hundreds of public agencies across the county. Each of those meets multiple times a year, and by and large, no one is there, no journalist is there to keep record of what's happening and to watchdog those agencies. And we know that when someone is present to watch, whether that's a member of the public or a journalist, the decisions, we might have better outcomes. We might have more responsibility. Certainly public officials have more awareness about the importance of the decisions that they're making. And so that's the need that we hope to fill with the Documenters.
So how do the Documenters address the issues that we're seeing?
Sure. So our Documenters identify news tips that then fuel our journalism. Another part that we believe is important is connecting journalism to the communities. We often hear about community members who don't really recognize themselves in some of the coverage that they see, and often worse, that they can't trust the media that they watch. So what we're trying to do is put people in the same room, journalists and community members, so they can talk about the importance of covering local decisions and also discuss and share some of the skills that are needed to do some of this work.
So can you explain to me how community members and what community members get out of a program like this?
Sure. Well, we're trying to share our skills. Documenters are trained to report the same way that a lot of professional journalists would do that. They are trained to go to meetings and gather information accurately. And, to put it a little bit more simply, they are trained to get the quotes and get the votes, basic information from a meeting.
So, Jamie, one of the goals of the Public Matters partnership is to help each of us better connect not only to one another, but also to get involved in shaping how local decisions are made. So how does the Documenters program help meet these goals for everyone?
Sure. I think this is one of the most important and remarkable aspects of the Documenters program. I mean, these are community members who are finding a way to participate in journalism. So, at a very basic level, the Documenters connects community members to journalists. And what we hear, as Isaac mentioned all the time, is that people don't see themselves reflected. They don't feel empowered. They feel hopeless sometimes, that they can't influence the outcome of decisions that impact their lives. And they don't know where to go or how to do it. And so, I've been to some trainings. We try to bring journalists to the Documenters training so that we can talk about our work and really communicate to community members the value of their being there. And it's pretty amazing to have these conversations and see community members realize that they can do more than just write a note to city council. They can do more than come and speak during the public comment. They can sit there, they can observe, they can create a record. It can be seen by, our journalists and hopefully journalists across the county, and it can produce an article that actually reaches many more people. And that's empowerment, and that's connecting the journalism to the community in a way that I don't think traditional journalism, or the way we've been doing it for years, has been successful.
But also, I think being able to see things from a diverse lens as well, right? So thank you. I've been speaking with Documenter's program coordinator, Isaac Brambila, and inewsource managing editor, Jamie Self. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
And for more on how to become a San Diego documenter, you can go to inewsource.org.